Hello and welcome to another FNM here at Tier Zero Gaming. We're bringing to you the FNM from July 5th. This was an Outlaws of Thunder Junction draft. I'm Mike, joined today by Lewis.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Lewis. And you played in this event.
Yes,
It was a while ago.
it was a while ago.
Yeah, we gotta get better at getting these things edited and finished, huh?
Yeah.
All right, we'll be working to catch up over the coming weeks. So hopefully we get up to Duskmorn before it stops being relevant.
Yeah, that made sense.
Now that the sun has settled on Duskmorn, we move on to the next thing. But anyway, so we have Ron over here playing Jeskai and David Schenck playing Naya. So, relatively standard for OTJ to have a splash to be a three color, or would you say it's generally more of a two color format?
Ah,
I feel like there was enough mana fixing that being a three color format was pretty common.
I think three colors was fine. Yeah, with the dual lands and the what were they called? Crime lands.
Sure. Yeah, the deserts, the pink deserts.
Yeah.
But then you also had the filter desert, yeah, the one that surveilled when it came into play. So it seemed like this format allowed for a splash pretty easily. I'm gonna assume that both of these players are more on like two color with a splash rather than solidly three color. And like looking at David's hand and board, he's got two green creatures in play and at least two green cards in hand. So
Right.
very probably a green base and then go from there. Ron, on the other hand, looks like a blue base.
I don't know. He's got three red sources in
He
play.
does, but that looks that could just be
But,
variants of the lands because that's a lot of blue cards, or it could be variants that way. This is all of the blue cards. We just don't know it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, his hand is definitely all blue cards. I think maybe one red card. When he flips around his hand again.
In any case, we're throwing a lone shark from the saddle,
Yes.
or at least we're trying to. There's a lot of blue cards, so we'll see what actually happens. But so thrown from the saddle. This is a little bit of a throwback. You're gonna have to forgive me, folks. I'm gonna have to remember some of these cards. Thrown from the saddle was the +1/+1 counter if it's a mount, and is it a fight or a punch? It's a punch, right?
I think it's a punch. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, however, was a hypothesis and response, and looks to be another throw from the saddle.
Yeah, sure looks like.
So,
So that's a couple removal spells thrown back and forth. And David getting to chunk in a little bit with his 3/3, I think. Okay, good. Great.
no idea
Excellent.
what that is, but it looks
So
to
my
be
favorite
dead
part
anyway.
of OTJ commentary is that we get to try to figure out what all these breaking news cards are that all look exactly the same. Because you can't see the art worth a crap.
I knew the hypothesis,
There you go. Good job.
but that looks
Very
like
proud of you.
me. I don't know. There's a lot of mana tapped, but there's something on.
It's an Oblivion Ring effect. I know that much.
I think it's like a Journey to Nowhere,
Yeah.
but I don't know what the card that was.
What we plotted?
Yes, plotted. There we go. It's not Foretell, but it's close enough. There we go. It's a card draw spell, I guess.
Yeah. There you go. 4 mana, draw 3. You just gotta wait. Riveting commentary, Lewis.
Look. You don't know the names of these cards either.
I'll do one better. I don't know what half of these cards do.
See? Yeah. It's been a minute, so
3 weeks since you looked at me.
look.
At me.
No. Stop it. That's I think that's the 4/5 whenever you cast 2 spells in turn. I don't know. Like formats, I don't remember cards from that long ago.
Why not?
It's a lot has changed since then.
It's true. It's true. We've gone through
And we're coming up on Duskborn. Didn't
Uh-huh.
even get to. Ah! I don't want to get started on that. I'm gonna miss Bloomborough.
I'm not. I don't care about Bloomberg at all.
It was so good.
We'll get to it in commentary, and maybe you'll remember those cards.
No, but maybe.
Okay.
Depends on when we get to
Good.
Let's see. So
Another one.
that is the same thing, yeah. Second spell
So
does damage happen.
Jite.
So he triggered and yes. Okay, cool. So that is the 4/5 when you cast your second spell. It does 2 to each opponent, I think.
Okay.
It might be target opponent. Either way, there's 2 of them, and he casts a second spell, and they both triggered, and Dave lost.
Stuff
4.
happened.
Yeah.
Anyway, I know the Jite. I know that card.
What does it do?
Untaps my Surge node.
Okay. Great. That card's not in this format.
Oh,
so
right. My bad.
yeah. All right.
No,
so
plus Jite, it gets 1 counter as opposed to 2 from the original Jite. And then so whenever the equipped creature deals combat damage, you get an charge counter.
yes. And you can either untap a land, make a creature not block, or put a +1/+1 counter on the equipped creature, I believe.
That sounds correct.
So,
Yeah, I can't actually untap the Surge node, just the land that makes me.
Sure.
Yeah. I can untap my Tron lands.
Right. Good talk.
Well,
yeah.
the card goes in 1 modern deck, okay?
That's fair. But yeah,
the
that's
1 modern deck is a convoluted Rube Goldberg machine that makes infinite mana functionally.
sure. All I know
Double
is
block.
it's good for repeating crimes
Sure.
because it makes a creature not be able to block.
Sure.
So
Okay. This so we got to line up the double block, murder a thing, and then eat the other blocker. So this combat not going David's way, though I imagine.
No, it's combat damage, not to a player. But
So
yeah.
before damage is dealt, I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna blow it.
All right. So David about to, I think, deal the last points of damage to. Oh. Okay. Well, Ron has the counter spell, so yeah, we get to blow out this combat with a removal spell, then blow out the removal spell with a counter spell, and trigger our guys all while getting a counter on the Jite.
yes,
And I block
3
it,
steps
Yeah,
ahead.
block him still, yeah.
I take
And then you
4.
just take
That's phantasmal interference.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Still a counter spell with
Spree.
that word on it. I thought it was 3 steps ahead, but yeah, Phantasmal Interference is also a
Yeah,
counter
it's
spell
the pseudo-
with Spree.
Yeah, it's the not mana leak.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
We
I
get
knew
to
that one.
gain to Scry.
I knew that one. I did it.
Congratulations. You also knew Phantasmal Interference. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I don't know why I knew that card. I like legit don't actually know why I knew that card on at a glance.
Yeah.
It's not played in any format that I play. That looks
Right.
like Fibblethip.
Yes, that is Fibblethip.
Great. I don't know what that card does, but that's Fibblethip. I assume he's lost.
He's always lost. He doesn't
that's-
know what he's doing.
That's the joke.
He lets you look at the top card of your library at any time.
Yeah, okay.
I believe you can plot things off the top.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all I can remember.
I mean, that sounds pretty okay. Pretty sure Ron had a land on top of his deck, if I saw that correctly.
Gotcha.
put that guy to sleep.
Get out of here, cow. Second spell, take a bunch of damage.
5.
Right.
4. 4 and 2 is 6. Those are words.
Congrats.
That's the amount of damage.
I'm very proud of you.
It was scary.
However, Ron has a board and Dave has relatively nothing, or had relatively nothing. Now there's more of a board.
Yeah. I mean, Ron's still at, what, 6? So, like...
I think it's 6 to 5, yeah.
So, like, if Ron can't close out the game,
Well,
it's possible David can.
Jitte make a creature not be able to block attack with everything. I think that's lethal.
It looks lethal. Ron maybe just seeing if there's something he's missing. David seeming to be in the camp of my opponent making a mistake is the only way I win, so
Right.
we're not exactly
That's going to be a
short on time.
And then I'll target myself.
This is maybe okay. It's another card draw spell.
I think that one's 3 steps ahead.
3 steps is no. It depends on what mode you're doing.
No.
I was gonna say
In
it's
his hand
double blue
right now.
Oh, okay, sure.
That card in his hand.
But depends on the mode. I think
Well,
all the other modes are colorless. So.
I think this mode is cast 3 steps ahead, kill you.
Copy, yeah. Then 2/2, and then swing with all.
Yeah, I was right.
But what did it do?
We triggered the idiots, and now you're at 1, so who cares what it
Yeah,
did?
getting the
That's
second
fair.
reach, dude, I was like, okay, that's just gross.
Yeah.
I mean, there's different modes on that
He was
card.
just out of range from me.
Knowing Ron, he's
so, like,
just drawing cards and discarding.
I was gonna say, I'm like, we can't counterspell, right? Like that's there's nothing on the stack,
Right.
So the only options there are the card draw
or clone
or
creature.
clone. Yeah.
Creature or artifact, right?
I don't know. Getting another one of those outlaws that's shooting my opponent seems pretty okay there.
Yeah, or just cloning it. No, you don't want to do that. It's legendary. Never mind. Cloning the Jitte would be a bad idea.
It would not be the best. A legal play, I suppose.
It's true.
All right, so this is the 2/2 with saddle, I think. If I remember this card correctly, I might not. This is gonna be the worst. I regret everything.
It's yeah.
It's a very pretty Mirage basic.
Maybe yeah, we
No, you shut up. Shut up.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
what
shut
it was.
up.
I was right.
It was bad for me because I want to do things.
I will
can't do
keep
things.
my mouth closed.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
just keep it.
Well, that's because you want me to do commentary.
Oh,
So
then do it.
I can't really do that with my mouth closed.
Yeah.
Fortune, loyal steed, down feels bright.
This is
Well, what's him scry to?
yeah, it's future? No.
This is the legendary mount, right?
Yeah, something loyal
Fortune.
steed fortune. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Future fortune not quite the same, but yeah.
One's a rapper,
right. Yeah.
and the other's a magic card.
Right. Yeah, and I want to say also
plotted
like
coyote.
blatant things.
So this is a coyote, right? We're giving this thing haste.
Yeah, well, it's like
Oh, that's so sick.
Saddle.
Yeah, saddle.
yeah,
Wait, trigger. This gets.
Hiya.
there's a lot of triggers happening.
It sure is.
Coyotes saddling the fortune, and the fortune is targeting the coyote to do something because I don't remember what that card does.
Well, I'm gonna need for you to get your phone.
I think it just blinks both of the creatures if it was saddled. So that's what it looks like is happening. And when Fortune enters play, he gets to scry 2 again.
That changes things. I want to re-scry.
Where's your laptop? Let's get your laptop out so we can have the Scryfall card list up.
Right?
Damn.
But yeah, Fortune enters scry 2. Whenever Fortune attacked while saddled, at the end of combat, you exile it and up to one creature that saddled it, then return those to the battlefield. So that's what happened. Coyote came in, saddled Fortune, attacked, both got blinked, and that's where that turn ended.
Stoic Sphinx. I think. This is the 5/3 with flash.
It's the 5/3 with flash that has hexproof.
Hexproof if you haven't cast a spell this turn.
Right. And ends games quickly. Hiya. 5 in the air. Then I imagine something is getting plotted. Oh no. Okay, we're just casting it. We don't care about a removal spell, potentially. Hello, Fibblethip. Welcome back, little guy.
It seems very difficult to not cast cards on my turn when I'm plotting cards.
Well, you can just plot them and then cast them either if they are instants, cast them on opponent's turn.
I mean, isn't the point that you're supposed to cast spells like on your turn? Oh, we're just dead. Okay, we're giving up to the flyer. Understood.
Yeah, 5/3. Mostly hexproof most of the time.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's me.
It does require people to have instant speed interaction, so like casting spells on your own turn is pretty okay.
That's fair.
Like,
Yes.
your
Yeah.
creature is not open to sorcery speed removal, which knocks out a decent chunk, especially when breaking news cards.
Right.
Oh, that's gonna pick up, isn't it? They've decided they want to mow the lawn right outside, so apologies if that's picking up on the mic. I have no idea if that'll clean out later. I assume. Oh, that's loud.
Yeah, that's super loud.
Nope.
Okay.
They're suffering through our commentary. They can suffer through a lawnmower.
Fair enough. And all the Discord in the background.
I don't even know how to mute that. I'm gonna see if I can mute Discord.
I keep hearing it.
Yeah, me too. Anyway,
That's a
I
hard
hope,
bristle.
I hope everybody thinks that their own Discords are going off.
You know, funnily enough, every time I'm watching a commentator, watching a stream, and their Discord goes off, it makes me check mine.
Let's go.
So yeah, that would be great. But this is me on Selesnya Saddle, apparently. Green-white mounts against Jacob Touchton playing 4-color. And I have a Hard Bristle Bandit in play, but I'm not 100% sure what that other card is currently.
Whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield under my control, I put 1/1 count on each creature I control.
I think I fixed it.
This dumb thing.
We'll find out, I guess. Which card? Where? What are we doing?
I have a Hard Bristle Bandit, and I'm not 100% sure what the other card is. And
That's the mount creature that puts +1/+1 counters on things. When you attack with it, it puts a counter on a thing that saddled it.
Okay. Okay. 3 mana.
Yeah. Saddle.
Wasn't-
What? Let's see.
Wasn't the
Well, we're about to
beaver.
see if I'm right.
Maybe it was the beaver?
No, it's a beaver.
No, beaver's 4 mana, right?
Yeah. My guy. Come on. You have a mobile device
I do,
that has access to the internet.
but I'm trying to look at the... I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing in this game, okay? it attacked. I pointed at the thing. Doesn't look like it gives +1/+1 counters.
Okay, you're right.
So
Oh, okay, here it is. It's the possum.
okay,
It's a 3-mana 3/3. And if when it attacks when saddled, it gets +1/+2 until end of turn, and then you can bounce a creature that saddled it.
okay. So I chose not to bounce my
Yeah.
hard bristle bandit back to my hand, which made
Apologies.
sense.
I had this one confused with the beaver.
No way.
Like,
No
I
worries.
recognized the art, but I had them backwards.
No worries. You're
I thought,
good.
yeah. Anyway,
I would not want to bounce my mana dork back to
no,
my
no,
hand.
probably
so,
not.
So good me for not bouncing my
Way
mana
to go,
dork.
champ.
Right. Tap down
Tap
that
this
thing.
Tap that. Do stuff. I don't know. All right. You're casting a spell.
I'm plotting a thing.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
like casting a spell. Saddle this. I keep wanting to say crew.
Yes.
I have to stop myself every single time.
Yeah. It's kind of the same, but not really. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I can understand wanting to say it. I've been trying to figure out what that multicolor card is on Jacob's side, but I think it's one of those joins up cards.
It is.
So
It's either Annie or Kellen.
I think it. Yeah. I agree. It's one of them.
I think it's Annie.
I think it's Annie too. I think it was, but yeah, I was wondering like what it was sitting back there, not doing anything. But
No,
it's
that's
one
it.
of those
It was
joins up cards.
just
that
doing nothing.
Yep. Sometimes
Did you
those-
shoot something on ETV? Isn't that what it does? Doesn't it deal damage on ETV?
Yes. I want to say it's like 5 damage.
Yeah.
If it was in fact Annie joins up, then yeah, it
5 damage to target creature or planeswalker.
Yeah.
It was definitely Annie joins up.
Gotcha.
All right. My favorite start, the land that doesn't actually tap for a color of mana.
Yeah, but it's fine. It surveils.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This is the 2 mana 3/1 that when you saddle it gets first strike and scries 1. I believe.
Yeah.
It would be better if I knew the name of the card, but all I know is it's 2 mana 3/1 that gets first strike.
Oh, sure.
But and then that will take the possum again, crewing it,
Like, this is a good start for you.
Keep that card on.
Train to air next.
scrying, keeping that's it. Trainer. Scrying, keeping on top.
First strike, so there's no good blocks here. So your 2 mana 3/1 gets to attack.
Yeah.
Sure. I love that card. That's the when it attacks, it gives -3/-0. Just
Oh,
crimes
yeah.
all day. Crime is forever. Mana Dork, second Airnix.
Yes.
Crew the first Airnix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I give up. It's crew.
You tried so hard.
I did. I give up. I concede.
But in the end.
It never mattered. Nah. Not it doesn't even matter. It never mattered.
It was just crew. So my thing got shrunk, and a crime happened. But life was gained at some point because
Betrayal at the hall. That's when
Jacob was back at 20.
Yeah, those scarecrows. ETB gains life.
Got you.
They're mana dorks.
6 mana, my trained Aeronauts is going to punch 2 of your creatures.
Oh. This
And then attack for 7.
seems pretty firmly in your control, Lewis.
Yeah.
This was a very good draw from you, by the way. Like, very, very good start.
Yes.
3-drop good creature into 4... I'm sorry, 2-drop good creature into 3-drop good creature into double spell on 4.
Yeah.
Getting to crew the whole way along, making sure that your creatures never were in danger in combat. Honest Rutstein,
Bringing back a scarecrow,
who
looks like.
cares?
Yeah.
This is so much damage. I guess you need another creature to crew the second Airnix here.
Yeah, the Airnet's crew, if I recall correctly, it's like 1?
It's 2.
Oh, it's 2?
Yeah.
Okay, unfortunate. I was going to say I could crew and...
It's Saddle, Lewis.
Yeah, well, you said crew and now it's stuck in my head. I could saddle and with the Hard Bristle Bandit, but I cannot if the saddle is 2. So,
Yeah.
Thunder Lasso.
Sure. When you
Acquire an
attack, you
Yeah.
tap a thing?
Yes.
Okay, so that's
Attack, trigger,
untap it.
tap that, untap the Bristle Bandit.
It's very funny.
And attack for 8.
Yeah. Yep. Easy peasy.
Yeah. And looks like I still have like 1 card in my hand. Yeah, 1 card in my hand.
Come on, Jacob, you can do it.
Surveil this thing into the graveyard.
It's a bird.
Yep, sure is.
That's it. That's my expert commentary right there.
2-drop, which is likely a 3-drop because Honest Ruststein's still in play.
Okay.
And another one. So gain some life back up to 7.
Yeah.
Has
4 blockers now.
4 blockers to my 3 attackers.
It's way easier to keep you from tapping down all the blockers. That's
True.
a lot of mana.
It is a lot of mana. 6 mana to be exact.
Oh.
What is
Cactus.
that? Oh, okay.
Cactarantula, if I remember the name of this
Yeah.
one correctly.
Unfortunately, I had no deserts, so it cost the full 6.
Nonsense.
But it does allow me to crew saddle. It does allow me to saddle one of these trained Airnets. The attack with the Hard Bristle Bandit still gets to tap down the thing and untap. I'm attacking for 2 power with the Hard Bristle Bandit, and it's an attack for 8 again, so it isn't a lethal attack. But the blots are a little bit better this time because they exist.
Yeah, I mean, any block is just
Yeah.
almost free, right? This is just trade.
Yeah, I would imagine it's a trade and not be jumping the first striking one.
Or not.
That's a Veil of Summer? Plus
Snake
1.
Veil.
Yes, okay. That one. It's the thing that gives a +1/+1 counter.
This
and,
is no longer a trade.
Yeah.
So
Keep
now it's
my mana
win
dork.
1 combat, trade 1 combat, get in for 3 damage.
Yes. And no more cards in hand. I
Yeah.
am
But we do
now
have a
hellbent.
giant trampling creature and a creature that gets blockers out of the way. That card ain't gonna do it unless you got a follow up.
Cornucopia,
Yeah,
right?
we gotta
Astral
gain a whole lot of
Cornucopia,
life.
which seems good in a 4-color deck.
Sure.
Let's see how much life can be gained here.
1, 2. Gain 2.
All right,
Um,
2-color card. Is that a Rakdos card?
so
Let's go Rakdos card.
it looks like gaining 2 life wasn't as good as gaining 3 life by jump blocking.
Sure. The previous turn.
No, this turn. Right now.
Oh, because the
Because
creature's
it's a tapped
tapped.
creature,
Yeah.
If we just had it as a blocker, it's worth 3 life as opposed to
Right.
casting this spell to gain 2 life.
Well, it's not true. If the spell wasn't cast, then
You tap down one of them anyway.
Yeah.
And then it's the same result.
yeah.
So
But there wasn't 2 life gained. So,
sure, I guess.
but I don't think that matters.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Super lethal.
Round
Round 3!
Yeah. Attacking for 6, 9,
Lewis,
12.
it's you again.
Hey, look, it's me again. Yeah, I think
You know
that
what the
was
best part about this is?
What's that?
I now know some of the cards in your deck.
Yeah.
so I don't have to like fumble around trying to figure them out.
Nice.
Just draw those same cards again.
Okay. I had 2 trained aeronautes, so there's a
good shot.
high possibility.
Let's go.
I will draw one at play 1, and I think I may have had. I'm not 100% sure. There may have been 2 Hard Bristle Bandits in there, but I know that one. Like that one's easy. It's a mana dork.
Yeah, I just haven't
Like, it's
questioned
great.
you on it. You could be wrong. I have no fucking idea.
Oh, it's the mana dork.
Hey, there's that 2-drop Vigilant Saddle creature that I said forever ago that I never bothered looking up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to that. Hold
I
on.
don't know what it
2
is.
seconds.
It has vigilance?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, I remember that little fucker. I drafted this format like 4 or 5 times, I think.
Okay. All right. I'm proud of you.
Here he is. Voracious Varmint, 2 mana, 2/2 Vigilance.
That one.
Right.
Okay.
This isn't the saddle creature. This is the Haywire Mite that's worse.
Yeah, it blows up an enchantment. Yeah.
Pay 1 and sacrifice them, destroy target artifact or enchantment. It's not actually worse. This one
Let's
can
say.
hit creatures, but I can't find it off Urza Saga, so I don't care about it.
I mean, 2/2 for 2 with vigilance. That's why I'm playing it.
1/1 for 1 that I can find on Urza Saga.
Doesn't exist in this format.
I wasn't talking about this format.
I was. Draft.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I
Prickly
don't know.
Pear-
I think at this point, like when Outlaws was out and it was like the draft format,
yeah.
it was sandwiched between Murders at Karlov Manor and Modern Horizons 3.
Yes.
2, it was the second play booster set. Mm-hmm. So like the prices had just gone up and I was annoyed at
Sure.
best.
Gotcha.
And 3, and this is the worst one from my perspective. I don't like Outlaws or MKM thematically.
Sure.
I don't like Magic the Gathering in detective hats, and I don't like Magic the Gathering in cowboy hats.
Sure.
This set in general had no purpose,
Sure.
so I was pretty checked out on this set. Which I know isn't necessarily the best thing when we're talking about limited and that kind of thing, because you and I both love limited.
Yeah.
Like, we would both rather be drafting than doing anything else Magic related.
Yes.
And that is true. I love draft. Like, if anybody's been following, I know I'm behind on getting the videos out, but I drafted 300 matches of Modern Horizons 3 on Magic Arena.
Right.
You know, I adore drafting. But this set just didn't do anything to make me care about it.
This set was fun, though. I enjoyed it.
That's fair. I know I drafted a bunch of times, like, not a lot, like, compared to what I do when I get really invested in a format.
Right.
But, like, I had a good, 30, 50 matches of this format, and I don't remember it.
That's fair.
Like, I don't know if there's a worse condemnation of a set than I drafted 50 games of it and don't remember it.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
no,
I could tell you specific plays from Rise of the Eldrazi, but I can't tell you what I did in this set.
That's fair. Yeah. I don't know. Just I did enjoy this format. Like this set as well as MKM were both like aggressively slanted sets.
Yes.
And I don't know. I've come to enjoy that, even though, like, me, if the red zone didn't exist, I'd be perfectly fine, right? But, like, I don't know. I do enjoy, like, 1-drop, 2-drop, into 3-drop, kill you. Like, it's fun to do sometimes.
I enjoy that well enough as well, and I agree. Give me Strixhaven all day, every day.
Sure.
Like, I'll just if every set was Strixhaven, I'd probably be the happiest drafter of all time.
Red Zone did not exist.
That's not true. It existed. It just wasn't casting creatures that got me into it.
That's fair.
We're casting spells that happen to make creatures. And triggering all these Magecraft things. That's a Jolene.
That is a Jolene, and Jolene is not particularly great for me because Jolene can
No, that
just
card's
like
gonna kill you.
throw treasures at me, or at my creatures, and kill them.
Yeah.
Because I have some Eds ones, and
You sure do.
yeah, Jolene is really bad for me.
That said, it's turning sideways and trying to race, and that's
true.
probably pretty okay for you.
I had something plotted, and it's a white thing,
Yes, very good observation.
but I can't tell exactly what that is. But yeah, the possum is likely getting crewed here.
Okay.
Saddled, I guess. So the
It looks like
it's
stagecoach security.
That's it. Yeah, I was about to say, it because of the vigilance.
+1/+1 in vigilance
Yes.
until end of turn.
And then I bounced it back to my hand with the possum ability, so I can
Plot it again.
plot it again.
Do it again.
Yeah, that's what I think is happening.
That's pretty okay.
or-
You need another mana to do that.
Or I'm just going to play something else, and then have
Play
the
it next turn?
stagecoach. Yeah, to give everything +1/+1 in vigilance.
Also acceptable, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, this Jolene's not going to race all of that particularly well.
Also,
There's a 5/5 coming.
I can't remember if the Jolene. I think the treasure was potentially just used for mana. I don't think.
I
it
think
actually,
that's
like...
what the upside down token there is over by the QR code.
Okay, all right. So the treasure's still
think.
there. It didn't get thrown at anything. Okay. Gotcha. That made sense. That's what I agree with you. That would probably be the treasure token there. But I guess you can sacrifice those at any point too. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily have to be when it attacks.
Well, it also
it's not
costs
an attack
mana,
trigger.
right? Jolene is
Yeah,
a 2
it's
mana
a
activated ability.
Yes, it is a 2 mana activated ability.
Yeah.
But I don't have any
you
X
remember
ones
and stuff.
currently.
Yeah,
so-
exactly. And even if you had X1s, the stagecoach security makes Jolene do the thing before they necessarily want to.
It's true. It's true. But with me being at 19 and Josh over here being at 4, with
3 creatures to 1.
3 creatures to 1,
Sort of
there
two.
is a 5. Yeah,
Yeah,
there is a
there's a plotted
5/5 there
5/5.
on that can come in.
What's that on your creature? Is that the
Thunder.
the
I believe it is a Thunder Lasso. Yeah.
Okay. So is a third creature even enough? Like isn't everything lethal with the stagecoach security?
2, 3. Well, so stagecoach +1/+1.
Yeah. Isn't the lasso another +1?
Yeah, to the equipped creature.
Right.
Yeah.
So that thing's gonna be 4, right? It's a 2/2.
2, 3. Yeah, Josh would need to have 4 creatures total, to be able to block everything.
Yeah, that looks to be a Sterling Keykeeper, so it's a 2/2.
Yeah.
So with the lasso, it's 3,
Right.
and then the stagecoach makes it 4.
Right.
So yeah, we have to play our plotted creature here, and then we have 4 blockers, and we forgot.
Yeah. Looks like.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like okay. So this is coming back to me. Josh is like, I forgot to cast my thing. I was supposed to cast the thing. Yeah. Yep. There's the hand motions.
Yeah.
The hand motions of doom. We all know those.
The hand motions of doom.
Yeah.
Indeed.
I was supposed to do the thing. I didn't do the thing. Oh no.
Yeah.
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 Attack with all the things.
Because you only have 3 blockers, I get to tap one of them down,
and it's lethal. Yeah.
Because.
So if we have the 5/5, we would like the 5/5 is tapped, and this is this just triple chump or no? The Jolene gets the trade with the.
For sure, it could trade with the. Probably anything.
No, because the possum is saddled, so it's got what 6 toughness here.
Okay.
And then the thing in the middle is I don't remember the name of this card. And I thought it was bigger though. I thought it was like a 4/4. But let's see if I can pull it up real quick. It's a 4/2.
Okay.
My bad. Outcast Trailblazer, right? That's
Okay. So
I'm pretty sure that's
5-3. So yeah, Jolene could have traded with it.
Yeah. I'm not crazy, right? That is an Outcast Trailblazer, the rare.
I
The 4/2 with plot, and whenever creature power 4 greater comes into play, you draw a card.
most likely, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Like, that card, very, very good. Just in general. If it wasn't the Trailblazer, like, there's another art that's kind of similar, the Spinewoods Paladin, and that's the 5/4.
I'm gonna try.
I'm not sure which one you had in play.
Okay.
But the Spinewoods Paladin is the one with plot. It's a 5/4 and it gains life on ETB.
Yeah.
5/4 trample. So if it was that one, then the Jolene can't trade because it would be even bigger.
It would be a 6/5, yeah.
The arts on these two cards are very similar, and I'm out of practice with the set, so apologies. Whichever one it is, either way, it's a relatively good card. Like, either one would be played in the deck.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, the rare is better, but...
Okay. Why? I didn't expect to do this well in the first place.
Trying to remember if I ever actually played that card on paper.
Fair enough.
It could have been a Outcaster Trailblazer, but it also could have been a Spywood.
Yeah, I mean, whichever one it was, it's like a big, dumb, lethal threat. If it's the one with trample, then the Jolene can't block it anyway because it just tramples over for lethal.
So I think even like if Josh did play the 5/5, it gets tapped, and then I think it's like maybe trade with one creature with the Jolene.
Otherwise,
and then I think it's chomp.
Yeah.
So like Josh is left with like a 5/5, and I still have everything else with a Thunder
you have
Lasso.
3 creatures plus a Thunder Lasso to Josh's 5/5.
Right.
So yeah, I think like either way, I think you're in pretty phenomenal shape to close out that game. Sorry that I couldn't identify the creature in the middle.
No need to apologize. Hey, Luke.
Yeah.
I have a Black Splash. Right? Is that a swamp?
I hate you. Did you sideboard something?
Maybe.
All right.
Doubtful.
Okay.
It was probably a Black Splash.
Sure.
But I don't know what it's for.
You didn't tell me about that. I even asked you what this deck was, and you told me Selesnya, so...
Yeah, probably.
All right.
It was so many months ago, but that is a swamp, right?
No,
like, I'm
I
not,
asked you
like...
Night of, I think. It looks like a swamp to me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I'm just saying...
Josh having one of the best cards in the set, and no deserts.
Oh, the green blade? Yeah.
Like, I remember that card being like a top, like, A+ #1 pick uncommon.
Yep.
And I see no deserts even after it's in play, which means it got a chance to search.
Good old Outcaster Green Blade, no deserts.
That's wild to me.
It's still tutored for a basic.
Yeah, it's still a Farhaven elf. I get it.
Yeah.
But man, this Farhaven elf is so pushed.
It's only a 1/2. Heck. That's sad. I don't know if I've ever seen it be a 1/2.
That's what I'm saying.
For multiple turns. That's a Spineless Paladin.
Yeah, that's the 5/4.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had the big dumb trample thing, and even if the 5/5 was there, he was dead.
Right.
Because it's 6 power, has trample.
Sure.
Everything that Josh would have had to block with had 2 toughness, I think.
Sure. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So dead even if Josh casts the 5/5, I think.
Right, because that just gets tapped by the Thunder Lasso. Yeah. And then
Jolene had 2 power. We saw the 2/2 with
toughness.
vigilance. Yeah, 2 toughness. What was the third creature? Was it bigger than a 2/2? I don't think so. It might have been. But even so, that's still Jolene trades chump and go to like 1-ish.
Yeah. Yeah, not ideal, for sure. So what are we doing now? I'm still trying to figure out what that swamp's for. We might not even see what the swamp's
Maybe
for.
This is shout out to Brian Butler telling stories of swamps appearing out of nowhere in fictional limited decks.
Yeah, just I drew more blind sources in my green white deck than I did. white
We
green
reached
sources.
into the land
That's not
box and we didn't actually check behind ourselves, and there was a swamp that somebody put in the wrong place.
No, I actually, come to think of it, there's a green-black card. I think there are multiple in this set that I would have splashed. I don't believe I had any of the Honest Rutsteins, which was unfortunate because I would splash that card in a heartbeat, as I would imagine most of us would, because Gravedigger with upside is too good to not, right?
Whereas I could be blue-white and I would splash it on this.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, but I want to say I have a Badlands Revival in the deck, so like having Badlands Revival, or at least having the swamp makes me think of Badlands Revival being in this deck, which that returns up to one target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield, and another target permanent from the graveyard to your hand. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, Touchton.
Five.
I believe Josh here made a 6/6 tumbleweed.
No, I'm gonna pass.
Okay.
I need you to make a decision.
I believe 6. Looks like 6.
I don't know why though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 6 lands.
Yeah.
Sits.
Yeah.
Here's a 5/4. Gain some life.
Yep.
Yes, you are, sir.
5/4 trample, less impressive in the face of a 6/6.
Sure.
Hard Bristle Bandits.
Hard Bristle Bandit.
Sure.
I'm gonna activate this and put a +1/+1.
That's the gopher. If you didn't cast the spell on your turn, you can put counters on it. You can pay a bunch of mana to double the number of counters it gets this turn, something like that.
Sure.
More to it.
Let's see if
I'm waiting. I'm listening.
we're trying. We're going here. This is
I believe you. Things got countered.
we off the.
Got counters on
They
them.
got the counters from the guy on the top of the screen.
Oh,
That's
put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that entered the battlefield this turn. Yeah.
Yeah. So the white card is Prairie Dog. There's no way
Okay.
that art isn't this art.
Right.
So Prairie Dog, 2 mana, 2/2 with lifelink. I forgot about the lifelink for what it's worth. At the beginning of your end step, if you haven't cast a spell from your hand this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Prairie Dog. Pay 5 mana until end of turn. If you would put one or more counters on a creature you control, put one more counter.
Okay. Yeah.
Notably, that actually works with the green card.
The Raucous Entertainer.
Yeah, that guy, the Raucous Entertainer.
Yeah.
The cactus playing a piano.
Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature that entered the battlefield this turn.
Please tell me that card is actually a creature type plant.
Plant Bard.
It's a cactus playing a piano,
It's
right?
a plant
Yeah.
bard. It's a cactus playing a piano.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
Alright, see, I might be crazy. But yeah, this is the kind of thing that I was talking about when I said I don't really care for this set.
Sure.
Like, that's goofy in a way that I'm just not interested, personally. And if that's your jam, if that card is your favorite card, I get it. It makes
Right.
me chuckle, but, like, I don't like it as a set concept.
Right.
Meanwhile, some people are going to look at me funny because, like, Duskmorn is coming in the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
And that's the set that I personally am super looking forward to. I love the horror elements.
Right.
Even though it's got these campy 80s, like, silliness to some
Sure.
of the cards.
Yeah.
It still feels like what I like about Magic.
So this was a 7/7.
Oh, we made another one.
Yeah.
This is okay.
So a 6/6 and a 7/7 tumbleweed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure? Because he's got a 6 on it.
Oh. Then no. Oh. Maybe this is the thing that makes a copy of the largest thing you have in play.
Could be.
Maybe that's what that was. It looked like a tumbleweed thing, but it may have been the other green spell that makes like a.
All I know is I see 6, like a
Yeah,
dice
yeah,
that
yeah.
says
You're
6
right.
on
You're
it.
right. So it wasn't a Dance of the Tumbleweeds. It had to have been the other green card, which I am looking for off the top.
Tumbleweed Rising.
Yeah, it had to be that.
It is.
Okay. Which makes sense. That's the one that just makes That's where adds is the number of
The greatest power.
power.
among creatures
Yeah,
you
yeah,
control. Yeah.
Okay, so 2 6/6s.
Yep. Still sitting here with the green blade and no deserts is just it's killing me. I don't Josh. Josh draft deserts. It's the desert set.
I mean, it's a 1/2. Yeah, Tumbleweed Rising. That's
Anyway, I say that, but Josh, you're never gonna draft this set again, probably. So, like, whatever.
which makes me sad. This set was fun,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna miss Bloomborough more because it feels like we didn't get very along with it. Like,
We drafted-
you know.
So in the shop, we drafted more Bloomborough than any other set.
This hates that.
There are more Bloomborough drafts than any other set that we have drafts of.
Okay.
Gain 5 and then take 12.
Just seems wild to me. Because, like, the format was the shortest. But that might be why we played it the most, because we knew it was going to be short. Whereas some of the other ones, after you play it for a while, you get tired of it.
Burnt out. Yeah, like, take your pick on.
Burnt out. You want something different. So like sometimes you go back to a set that you haven't played in a while,
Yeah.
like a Lord of the Rings or like a Modern Horizons 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Whereas like this one, we played it because like we knew it was going to be
On average, we usually
short.
get about 4 drafts of a given set before people want to do something different. So
Okay.
basically like a month of a set. So with Bloomborough,
Yeah,
the pre-release was on the 26th.
right,
Okay, and you guys drafted and then did, all the pre-release stuff.
right.
So that's 1.
Yeah,
August
yeah. The
had
entire month,
5
weeks.
Fridays.
Yes.
So that's 6 already.
Right.
And then we're into September.
Yes.
And on the 6th, you did Bloomborough again.
Right.
So that's 6 in a row.
Yes.
And then this past week, we branched off and did something different. People were wanted to do something other than Bloomborough for the last week before Duskmorn.
Right, because like next week, or this coming week is
Duskmorn pre-release.
Duskmorn pre-release, and one of our patrons, supporters of the store, regulars, birthday is in the vicinity, and they had been wanting to play Kaldheim,
Sure.
and been wanting
Kaldheim,
to do that.
one of my-
Never got to play the format. Wanted to do it. Thought it looked sweet. So that's what we did this past.
I personally am all for that. Kaldheim is in my top 3. I adore Kaldheim draft.
Like, so not. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been several years, right? So getting to play it again, because it's not something that you get to do on a regular basis. You
Yeah.
don't get to play these formats. Yeah,
First strike damage.
seeing the power creep that we are these days,
Yeah.
going back to a format that, like, still powerful, but isn't like
This one has 1 point of
oh, you're playing all these vanilla like tutus for 2,
Right.
but like still has some power, but isn't where
we-
we're at today.
Oh, boy.
Like,
Did we just had a whole like hand waving and conversation and everything.
okay,
Josh double blocked and I think didn't understand that. Do you have first strike? Oh yeah. There's a creature down below your line of attackers. So you saddled the Aronix.
right,
Josh double blocked, and then you first struck down the prickly pear,
got
and
you.
the thing that's left is the 1/2.
second main.
Okay,
So
yeah. So yeah, first strike and regular combat damage. My creature survives.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
and a cactus, and a +1/+1 counter on the cactus, and a mountain.
Yeah.
Round 4,
Yeah.
hand wave,
Yeah.
land, go.
I guess that was like kind of like a concession, but not really a
I
concession.
imagine the concession is coming when you go right click attack all.
Yeah, basically. Like, I don't think I should be doing
Alright.
anything else. Maybe, I was gonna say maybe
Saddle
like,
this
some
thing.
saddle stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back, lawnmower.
14.
Yeah, that thing is blocked.
18.
First strike.
I think I'm just I get my scry. 6, 8,
I didn't do anything this
the,
So much damage.
the 10, 14? 14, right?
7, 8,
I mean, you blocked that
Okay.
one. That one's blocked.
It's okay, so blocked. I want to say it's a 2/2, like the secret. No, that was the.
Why is he letting you gain life? Isn't it the guy that sacrifices to make a treasure and like draw a card or something like that?
Yeah, sure
There's
is.
no world where you should be gaining life there, on top of everything else.
Right.
All right. Anyway, yeah, that's another mountain off the top.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's me again.
Well, when you keep winning, and I try to keep people with XO records.
Yeah.
If this is 4 rounds,
Yeah.
the only way to get 4 rounds in a draft is if we have 9, 10, or 11 players exactly,
Right.
right? Because
Yeah.
otherwise it splits into 2 pods.
Exactly.
So 9,
Yeah.
10, or 11 players is the only way to get 4 rounds in a draft.
Yeah.
So the odds are that you kept getting paired with the other Exos, and Peditto kept getting paired down.
Yes.
That's the very likely scenario. There were probably an odd number of XOs,
Yeah.
and Peditto got paired down. Therefore, you wound up staying on camera. That's generally how it works when we have an FNM with that many people for the draft.
Right.
Sometimes we have 12, 14, 16 players, and it's split into 2 pods, and I just I go back and forth on the pods.
Right.
I don't, generally speaking, just feature a single pod. There's that black mana again, that swamp coming back.
To haunt me.
To haunt you, I'm the one to put the title to.
Yeah, right here, right now it just looks like I'm Golgari, right?
Golgari Saddle.
Oof. No,
Sounds bad.
sounds not great.
Maybe you drafted 3 Gitrogs. Then you can do Golgari Saddle, right?
Yeah, sure.
Hiya!
Okay, I've got to be committing a crime. No, just in with my mana dork
Get 'em.
because there's nothing else to do.
Let's
All right,
go.
fair enough.
Get booped, Peditto.
I love Harbissel Bandit, by the way. This thing
I love
is
that card.
Yeah, it's a 4/4 with
Reach.
ward and reach and gives over your
Yeah.
other stuff. 4 power creatures haste.
Random pile of text for reasons I can't establish.
Yeah, stupid Cactus Sure Shot, I believe, is the name of that card. And it's just insane the amount of value that 4 mana creature provides to your entire board.
It taps for 2 mana too, right?
No.
No, is that a different one?
That's a different one. It's
Okay.
got to be a different one. No, this is the creature. It's a 4 mana creature.
Yeah, 4 mana, 4/4.
I'm trying to bring it up so that way I can tell you exactly what the card does. It has reach, it has ward 2, and at the beginning of combat on your turn, other creatures you control with power 4 or greater gain trample and
Yeah.
haste until end of turn.
Yeah.
So, just insane.
Trample and haste.
Trample and
Sure.
haste. Just insane. And this is the 6
Yeah.
mana.
6 mana, 7/7.
6 mana 7/7.
Hey, it has trample and haste.
Sure does.
Sorry, it has trample, and haste.
Sure. It did not attack because it doesn't have vigilance, so it's a blocker currently. So yay for not losing a bunch of life that turn, I guess.
Yeah, I mean your board is kind of scary.
I
Actually,
mean, I think I don't know if he would have got in. I would be at 13 if he kept the 4/4 back.
guess.
I don't know. Ward 2 is a lot. Let's see. So he's got a 7/7 and a 4/4 with Ward 2.
I don't know. Attacking seems dangerous when you have a 4/2 and a 4/5
I guess
that can be attacking.
No, it's like a stagecoach security being plotted. Still haven't drawn a white source, by the way, in my
I mean-
Selesnya deck.
Yeah, you did. It's just a creature.
Sure. It's still
Birds of
have a
Paradise for the
strong
win.
White source and my Celestia deck. But yeah, let's see if Peditto has another 4+ power creature to play. Oh wait, he's tapping 6 mana. Yep, sure does. What is this?
Cat Tarantula.
It's another 4+ power creature. So at the beginning of combat, it gets trample and haste.
Okay, so this turn do you attack with both?
Triple haste.
Yeah.
Apparently,
that's-
yes.
Yeah.
The answer is apparently yes.
So now we attack for 13.
13's a lot.
13 is a lot.
You can trade.
With the 6/5?
You can trade with either. You have 4, 7. You have 10 power.
Yeah, but like a 2-for-1 is not great.
Would you prefer to keep taking?
I mean, I'm probably dead either way, but we're gonna find out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
I
take
think I
the
just take
damage
it.
here.
I go to 7.
You take the damage here. You stagecoach guy and get vigilance,
Right.
and then go hiya, and then see who deals more damage.
Yeah, all his stuff has tremble.
All your stuff has vigilance.
Yeah. If I had a white source, it'd be a little bit better. Oh wait, no, that thing's free. Never mind. Hey,
yeah,
and I drew a
it's-
white source. Hooray!
Yeah, like if you, I don't know, if you have a second stagecoach guy in your hand, that would be pretty nuts.
Oh, that would be good. Just play one for free, play another one, give everything +2/+2 in vigilance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that's what's happening.
Probably
but we are giving everything +1/+1 in vigilance. And so since everything has vigilance, there's no reason to not attack with everything.
Other than, the 4/4.
What do you mean?
The blocking 4/4 is a reason to not attack.
Oh. Yeah, no, we're attacking with everything. I think
Yeah.
we saddled something.
The bear.
Bear.
Yeah, I think you settled the bear.
Sure.
The bear gives trample to all your saddled creatures.
Saddling the bear. Oh, that one, the Drover Grizzly. Yeah.
The bear.
Yeah.
Come on. You saddled the bear,
The Drover Grizzly.
as
Yeah.
opposed to the possum
Right.
or the cat.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
That was a lot of pointing.
Yeah. A lot of pointing.
All right. Anyway,
Four-
everything has 4 more power.
Like, the beaver's like a 3/3 on its own, right? Like,
The possum?
oh
possum
yeah, no,
is
the
a
possum
3/3.
3. Okay, so
Yeah, the
attacking
possum's
for
a 3/3,
4.
the
Drover
Airnix is a
Grizzly is a
3.
4.
Yes.
The air 4 3. So 3 3 4 plus 1. So
No.
11, 12, 13. I'm not attacking for 13 here.
4, 8 plus 5. Yes.
Okay.
You said plus 1. That's why I said no.
I was doing base and then plus 3.
Okay.
Plus 1 for each creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 10 plus 3 is 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we both attacked for 13.
It's true.
I got attacked first, and then I attacked back. Let's see.
Oh, let's go. Just spend 6 mana again.
No, please don't. Please don't. I don't want to see it. I think I might be dead anyway.
That doesn't do anything.
No, that's just a 3/3, right?
Yeah.
Is that a Free Strider Lookout? No, not Free Strider Lookout. The
Thrown from the
commando.
saddle.
Throw from the saddle. What's getting thrown from the saddle?
What saddle is getting thrown?
Yeah. Okay, that and that. Snakeskin Veil. Hiya. I had it. Hooray.
Congratulations, you're not just dead.
Right?
Still gets a counter puzzle +1, right?
So now it is a 4/4.
Is he still a legal target, so he still gets the counter?
It only puts a counter if it's a mount, right?
Yeah, it doesn't get a counter, but it gets +1, right?
Yeah. Like it's 2 distinctly different targets. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and fights target creature you don't control, so it'll resolve as much of the spell as it can. If I remember correctly.
Yes, target creature you control gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Put a counter on it if it's a mount.
Yeah.
Then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. So
Giving +1/+1 to
to
the commando
Yeah.
makes it a 4-power creature, which suddenly means
it now at the beginning of combat
and
will
haste.
gain trample and haste. Yeah, correct.
so even if it
That's-
doesn't get to kill
yeah.
the possum here.
That's what Peditto was.
Yeah.
I think that's what we're having the conversation about. Like I think he's getting double checking to make sure that that is what's happening. And he's gonna have another 4-power trampling haster.
Yeah, that said, like it didn't get your creature out of the way, and you're at 7.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So how much toughness do you have? You have 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. How big is this stagecoach guy?
Stagecoach guy.
Yeah.
4, 5.
I think it's a 4 or 5. Yeah.
I
So
think it's
2,
a 4,
3, 7, 8, 9. So you theoretically have 14 toughness if it's 5 on the stagecoach.
It's
Okay.
a 4/5. It is
Yeah.
a 4/5.
Okay. So, meanwhile, you are getting attacked for. You can chump block the 4/4 with the 2/2 or with the 3/1 because it's the lowest amount of toughness you have.
I'm getting attacked for 21.
Sure. You can soak up 4 of it with 1 toughness,
Sure.
and then you just need to not die the rest of the way. 4/5 in front of the 4/4 means you're technically taking 1 extra point of damage, but that might be okay.
Yeah, we're figuring
So
things
4/4,
out here. Well, it's
blocking
like
a 4/4 is straight across, no damage taken. Something has to block the other 4/4 theoretically. Yep, there you go. That's a trade, and you're using 2 toughness. Now you've got 2 in front of the 7. You take 5 and 3. What's the creature behind there? What's the creature behind the air next? Is that the
it's
stagecoach?
Stagecoach, yeah.
Okay, so this is
4, 5, and
7, 6 worth of toughness.
If you assign blockers,
So this is all your things die.
yeah. I have a
Yeah, all of your things die except for the tapped mana dork.
Mm-hmm.
You take 5, go to 2. You're both at 2.
Yeah.
You're empty-handed, right?
I have 1 card.
Okay. Yeah, this is you going to 2, but as far as I can tell. This is a real complicated combat.
7 minus. I'm taking 5 there.
And you're going to 2.
Block. Yeah.
Okay. So here's a snakeskin veil of his own for Peditto.
Sure.
Saves
his
his
sure
cactus,
shot.
but doesn't deal an extra damage.
Right.
Not that 1 extra damage matters, right?
Right. I go to 2.
2 or 1 is functionally the same number, but this keeps around 2 lethal threats now.
Right. Yeah.
And obviously the cactus being able to give other creatures trample. All right, you drew a card. You picked up your hand. You haven't conceded. 3 mana, 5 mana.
Stagecoach surgery, and
Words and stuff.
It's the black. It's the green-black card that I talked about that brings back a creature. So I
Gotcha.
bring back the stagecoach security.
yeah.
Give my creature +1/+1 and vigilance and attack for lethal.
That's 2.
Yeah.
2 damage.
He was at 2.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yay! Green-black card that does the thing that I talked about a minute ago that I can't for the life of me remember the name of the card off the top of my head. Badlands Revival.
Yeah, you said that. You said you should have just done with that card I said.
Yeah. Yeah. So
No, that was a real like complicated sequence of combats. Like
it was. Yeah.
Or if you go to
Watching it again, having to relive that, it's. I don't like that.
no, I love that. That was good. That was the most engaged I've been in this video so far. That was a lot of complicated math. I enjoyed it.
So yeah, Cactus Sure Shot is just. It's hard to deal with.
Yeah, I mean that guy's a 4 mana 4/4 with a bunch of text.
it's just unfortunately.
He didn't need a bunch of text. That card would have been pretty fucking good as just like a 4 mana 4/4 with Warden Reach. Like that's an incredible uncommon. Just that.
He killed my 3/1.
Also, I want to know what cactus grows up so tall it has reach, but a brontosaurus doesn't.
Shoot it 10.
I hate
like
magic
thrashing
sometimes.
Brontodon or
Yeah, I
something.
hate
Like doesn't have reach.
Sometimes I hate magic. Makes no damn sense.
For one, go.
I don't know.
This thing reaches to the sky and can block flyers. This
okay.
thing towers over trees.
It's okay if it's Bloomburrow, then just everything has reach
There
for
you
whatever
go.
reason,
Easy.
for like some unknown reason.
That's because they all shoot stuff, I guess.
But
I want to see how many cards.
yeah,
Hey, chat, if you want to really give yourself a headache, look up creature type archer and look at how many of them don't have reach.
sounds awful. So we paid a lot of mana for
you
a
plotted the
thing,
thing.
but no, I'm talking about Peditto. Oh, okay, that's the map, the frontier. Okay, I was like,
We paid a bunch of mana to have even more mana.
Yeah, I was confused. There was a bunch of mana tapped, and there was nothing on board, and I was just confused as what was played. But 4 mana, map the frontier, put 2 lands in a play tapped, made sense. Okay, and now it's
You know what's tragic?
7/7 again.
They've one-upped this card so many times that I struggle to remember the name of it. Explosive Vegetation?
Yes,
Is the original one from Onslaught, right?
but explosive vegetation is a name of one of those effects. Yes.
No, it's the first one. Well, Sky Shroud Claim is technically the first one, but that one only finds forests.
True.
But it can find dual lands, which is funny.
Yeah.
Explosive Vegetation is the first one where you just find 2 basics.
Yeah.
And then they've one-upped that so many times now, where it's a 4 mana, find 2 basics, or a desert,
Right.
find 2 basics, or gates,
Yeah.
find 2 desert, or, find 2 basics, or whatever the hell else we have.
Right. yeah.
And, I keep forgetting the name of Explosive Vegetation so that I can use it as my callback. Also, Sky Shroud Claim puts them into play untapped, which is just
Sure. Yeah,
decidedly
which is-
unfair.
Yeah, which is not the same. But it's only forests. You can only
Yeah, I will only get my Tropical Island
Yeah.
and my Bayou
Sure. Yeah. Great.
untapped.
Deal. Also 3 visits. Go get another one.
Or, Abrupt Decay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Don't worry about it.
Alright, so anyway, I just got attacked for some number.
7.
I don't know.
7.
7? Did I gain life at some point? I'm only at 16. Like,
Yeah,
what
whatever.
happened?
That's big dumb fucking armadillo.
I don't know what's happening.
You have a Cactarantula that can't fight the armadillo.
It's true.
You can double
I can
block.
double...
Mine only costs 5.
Victory.
Yeah, I was about to say that, but 6/5 and a 2/2. Both of my creatures die if I double block. That sounds
let's
bad
go.
for me. Sounds really bad for me.
Anyway, in.
I'll probably just take it, right?
Peditto,
I'm
get him.
at 16. I just see. This is why I don't like doing commentary with you. It's like you're just rooting for my opponent.
I was
like,
rooting for you like every other match. I don't know what you want from me.
Were you? Were you
Wasn't I?
really? I don't know. You're typically unbiased, unless it's something like this,
Nah,
where you're just
no.
straight biased against
This
me.
is just friendly banter, and you're taking it personally.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Anyway, that land got put on top of your deck.
Yeah. That because for whatever reason they printed that card in this set, and yeah.
Primal
It's,
Command? It's got to be Primal Command.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Okay, I'm sorry. He just
Uh-huh.
set you back a land while also demonic tutoring for Calamity.
Uh-huh. Also, the land he set back was a desert, so it comes into play.
Also, you did in fact double block.
I mean, I think after getting set back a land, I felt the need to.
What about the Calamity that was going to copy the 7/7?
Yeah, that also. Yeah, he likely should have attacked first and then did that, but
Now the Calamity's only going to copy the 4/4.
Yeah, but I might not have double blocked had he did it the other way around. I mean, attacked first.
Sure. Anyway, Calamity.
I was just thinking about taking the damage, but yeah.
Anyway, 2 more 4/4s?
It's
12.
And no. Oh yeah, no. It's just 10, right?
Why is it 10? Calamity's a 4/4.
I thought Calamity was a 6 power creature.
No, Calamity is a 4/6.
Okay, 4/6. Okay, so I just took
And
8.
if you no, you took 12.
Does it make 2?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it only made 1. You're right. I believe you.
Yeah, you were super dead to cloning the armadillo. Super duper dead.
Yeah.
Repeat this process once. Yeah.
Honestly.
Stupid. Why? Why did they give the why? They could have left that sentence off.
Nah.
And Calamity still would have been a good card.
No.
I still was gonna.
Would have been a good card.
You leave Calamity alone.
So like it didn't make a difference.
But they had to add that sentence. Repeat this process once.
Yeah,
Why?
'cause
Unnecessary.
I need to kill you.
Unnecessary.
Murder.
But
It
yeah,
is a
so,
horseman of the apocalypse.
I guess.
Get wrecked.
Hard Bristle Bandit. Let's go.
Manadork.
Land. Kill your Manadork.
Yes.
I'm sad now.
You'll be okay.
No, I'm sad now. Manadork. Woo. Kill your Manadork.
Nah. Yeah. All right,
I'm doubly
two
sad
hard
now.
bristle bandits versus two. What's that card?
Thunder
called?
Salvo.
Yeah, that's the one. Plot.
Yeah.
Why you gotta hide it from us? Why you gotta put it under the plot thing so I can't tell what it is? Plot. Ooh, that is the rare. That is the Free Strider guy. You might have actually had.
Okay.
So I might have been right the first time from forever ago.
Yeah. Either way, I had both apparently.
Yeah, that one's the rare.
Yeah. And then here's a 5 power or 5 minute. Oh wait. What?
Cactarantula. Do you have a desert? Did you cheat?
No, the outcaster,
Makes a
the
mana.
rare makes a mana. Yeah. I was checking that too. I was like, did I cheat? I don't have a desert, but yeah, no. When he ATBs, he makes a mana.
He sure does.
Yeah. I did not cheat. Hooray! Of note, Peditto doesn't have a Cactus Sure Shot in play, so this game is like already looking somewhat better for me. However, I'm not 100% sure what the double plot creature was that he played last turn was. Like, there's 2 of them. They're the exact same thing. I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is. But they're green creatures and they look scary.
It's a 3/3, and when it enters the battlefield, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card.
Okay.
Which he did.
Okay. So
it's a 3/3 Elvish Visionary.
okay. Alright. So, yeah, he drew 2 cards off of his 3/3s.
Yeah, here's a trade with your rare. Take a bunch of damage from a Cactarantula.
Stagecoach Security, okay.
Yeah, so he traded an Elvish Visionary for your 4/2, which is pretty good.
Well, it's not really an Elvish Visionary.
That's a lie. It cost 2 mana and it drew a card on ETB. That's an Elvish Visionary. We just passed it.
I'm gonna gain 7 and go get it.
It's a 3/3.
It's an Elvish Visionary.
Elvish Visionaries are 1/1.
They're 2 mana creatures that draw a card on ETB.
This is a 3 mana creature.
No, it isn't.
What do you mean?
I read that plot cost. It said 2.
Fair enough. Anyway, still a 3/3.
You know it's wild. We were just talking about this because you were mentioning the Kaldheim draft that happened this past week.
Yeah.
And one of the best commons in Kaldheim is that stupid wolf.
Yeah,
That's 2
Soros
to
Pac-Mate.
foretell. Yeah, 2 to foretell.
Yeah.
And 2 to cast.
Yeah.
And it's a 3/3 that ETBs and draws a card.
Yes.
Eat your fucking heart out.
Right. Yeah. 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 Soros Pac-Mate is
It's one of the best commons.
one of the
in
best
Kaldheim.
commons. Yep. Speaking of, since we're talking about the best commons in Kaldheim, how would you rate them? Would you rate the top 4, and depending on who you ask, like
Okay.
it varies. But it's
Demon
Saros
Bolt?
Pac-Mate, Demon Bolt, the card draw, the Behold,
Behold the Multiverse.
the Multiverse,
Okay.
and I think the fourth one was like I don't know if Augury Raven was up there. Saros Pac-Mate, Demon Bolt,
Raven's okay. I'm not.
Behold. What was the other common?
I mean, it might be the fight.
No,
Honestly, the
Bird
fights-
Strider. The 5 mana snow 4/4 stun it.
Berg Strider.
Yeah, that's what's that.
I thought
Berg.
you said barbed.
No, Berg.
Okay.
Berg.
Yeah. Okay. So if all 4 of those are in the same pack together, I am making a decision between whether I want the Wolf or the Demon Bolt.
Okay.
I think, in my opinion, those 2 are the best 2.
Okay.
But it's also largely because green is such a deep color.
Sure.
And leads you into the snow deck better.
Okay.
Berg Strider is only good if you do have the snow payoffs.
Right.
Or, the snow mana.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you aggressively take, to be
Right,
fair.
right.
But even so. I think the Wolf is just the best generically good card.
I'll agree with that.
While also putting you in the best color.
Yeah.
But Demon Bolt is so powerful that...
Yeah.
I'm very okay taking Demon Bolt as well. But if all 4 of those cards are in a pack together, I'm flipping a coin between the Demon Bolt and the Wolf, depending on my mood.
Fair enough.
Or if I know the people in my pod and they have tendencies, then I might skew one way or another based on their seeding. But that's
Sure.
like meta knowledge and yada yada yada.
Right.
Like if I'm sitting at an online draft table and I don't know anybody.
Probably. Well,
Yeah,
exactly what you just said.
Yeah, whichever one I'm more in the mood for.
Also, potentially on what else is in the pack, what color you might be wanting to wheel out of that pack. Potentially.
So,
but I mean, if you're green, then it doesn't really matter because
Exactly.
like you're probably playing 5 color anyway.
or at least, like you're playing some number of colors, and it's not really dictated by much
Right.
of anything. I just kind
Yeah.
of get to pick and choose. That said, I also understand that green is going to be fought over at higher caliber draft tables.
Sure. Yeah.
So, like, I might lean towards Demon Bolt just because of that and get myself out of that fight.
Got you. So I
Potentially.
plotted
but-
the.
Anyway, back to Outlaws of Thunder Junction. A different throwback draft, if you will.
Exactly, yeah, at this point. That's what it feels like. Plotted the Spywoods Paladin. Looks like I got a +1 counter on my the prairie dog. Yeah. But this game doesn't, like, again, Peditto doesn't have a cactus short shot. There's not a whole bunch of giant things in play. Doesn't look like he does have a Cactarantula, I guess. I think.
There's a Cactarantula. He got...
But I also have a Cactarantula, so, like...
They don't really fight each other very well. Right? Like, bigger face than...
Yeah, they're like 6/5s.
Yeah, they literally just trample over each other.
Yeah. You just kind of stare at each other until one of you decides to, like,
Murder.
attack. But, like, I have 4 life, like, on suspend.
He has 2 more Cactarantulas now.
Oh, Calamity. Yeah. Yeah.
You can block it with your Cactarantula and take 12.
Let's see. I have a card in hand. Looks like.
Looks like. Saddle this horse.
Basically, my class.
He picked up cards to read them.
I give it.
Okay. It's like they disappeared. What happened?
I don't know. Maybe he's asking a judge question. I have no idea, to be perfectly honest. I assume if he picked up cards, he's asking a judge question.
Yeah.
But there they
I mean,
are.
you're the judge. What do you ask?
First of all, I am the judge, but somehow I am not the one that takes every judge question.
That's fair.
Every now and again, Schaefer might be sitting around, and I might be in the restroom, or running the store, or doing any number of a bunch of different things.
Or Zach was
And
like
yeah,
there.
if Zach is
no, I get it.
physically present, then he is a rules advisor and can answer most questions.
Yeah.
And Schaefer, if he's around, is an L2
Right.
and can answer even more questions than I can in a lot
Right.
of cases.
Yeah.
The difference between L1 and L2 tends to be like rules infraction type stuff for
Yeah.
higher level events,
Yeah.
which is something that I know a decent amount about, but I've never studied because I don't have the time or ability to go to large events at this point.
Prairie dog gets bigger.
Yeah,
I gained 4 life and nothing.
perfect.
Like, just, I don't have
Great.
any good attacks. Like,
It's true. I agree. But yeah, between managing the shop and twins, trying to go to larger events and make anything out of it by judging them is just not on the table at the moment. So I have not pursued L2.
right. Yeah. No.
I'm
no worries.
Very happy to be the local judge that can handle everything in the store. I've been playing the game and I've been a judge long enough that I can competently run store championships and that kind of thing at competitive REL
Right.
without needing to study guides tremendously. I need to brush up every now and again, don't get me wrong. I do actually go through to make sure I know what I'm doing, but
I think I don't know what he's casting, but I'm doing something before combat. Yeah.
murder things.
Yeah. 6 mana, my creature's punching both of your things. My
Those two.
Cactarantula is punching your Calamity and your
Probably Cactarantula.
No. The 3/3. Punching the 3/3.
Why would we not punch the Cactarantula?
Don't want my opponent to draw a card. And it doesn't matter. It's a 6/5. I have he doesn't have any good attacks anymore. Yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
I was
No,
trying to put it
like-
on 16, but
Okay.
He was all in on Calamity, and I blew him out. And yeah.
Congratulations, Lewis, for going undefeated this week!
Yay!
You did it!
Man, that might be actually no, this is July 5th.
Yeah, you get the whole rest of July.
I was gonna say that might be the last time I went undefeated, but probably not.
Okay.
I don't think I have any in Bloomberg.
Yeah, legit.
So,
Legit. Okay, fair enough.
but yeah, Outlaws of Thunder Junction.
Hope that wasn't too cringeworthy to pay attention to. I had Scryfall pulled up after the first couple fuck ups.
Yeah. Pulled up
So
some cards.
apologies on the not remembering all the cards and everything that happened a couple months ago. Like I said, we're gonna try to get through these older videos and get caught up. Lewis and I will be trying to bang out about 2 a week for the next couple weeks and get ourselves caught up. Now that Lewis and I have found a schedule that works.
Look, guys,
so-
Magic's hard. It's hard
Also,
to remember.
Magic's hard, and Lewis is old, and his memory is going.
So we didn't have to go. I'm only a year older than you. Anyway, what I was going to say is when you mostly play limited, you play the cards. You know some of the cards in the format that you're playing. But then when you're no longer playing that format, you don't know what those cards do anymore
It's true,
because
it's
you
true.
don't need to.
Yeah,
because now you're on to a new format.
And a
So,
lot of the commons and uncommons are very forgettable. They're only
Right.
relevant in the context of their own limited environment, so if you don't draft that format for a couple months...
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I agree
anyway,
with you. I'm just trolling.
Everybody, hopefully you did enjoy the content for what it's worth. It's Outlaws of Thunder Junction was a fun format. It was sweet. I enjoyed playing it, and I enjoyed watching content of it.
There you go. And you won this draft.
I did.
So do you remember what you chose to draft the following week?
It was probably Outlaws. Most likely.
No.
I did not.
You did not.
Oh.
Lord of the Rings.
Okay, sure. It was probably going to be something not Lord of the Rings, but that
This might have been the week that we ran out of Outlaws boxes.
It might have been.
We had to reorder Outlaws boxes, which, obviously as a store you don't ever want to run out, but if it sells out, that's not the worst problem to have. So we did have to order more, and they didn't get there on time, so we had predetermined that if they weren't here on time,
And I think I wanted to play Wilds of Eldraine, but we didn't have Wilds of Eldraine at the time, I don't think, or there was some confusion on whether or not it was there. It could have just been me mostly, but either way. But Lord of the Rings is also a sweet set, so yeah, looking forward to commentating.
I hope you remember the cards. I also never drafted Lord of the Rings.
Does the One Ring count?
I know the One Ring, and I know Orcish Bowmasters.
Right.
And just accidentally, I know Press the Enemy because it's funny in Living End.
Troll of Khazad-dûm. You know that.
I know the Land Cyclers.
Okay, all right.
Are there any other playable Lord of the Rings cards in Modern?
We'll figure it out when we get there.
Okay.
All right.
Have a good one, guys.